hello, and welcome to Pop and Heat, episode 43. I'm Kier.
And I'm Leash, and welcome to your new favorite wrestling podcast.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Hi.
If that episode 43 thing sounded familiar, that's because I said that last time, and I was wrong.
Yeah. And we could not correct that in the recording. I did name it properly and corrected it in the description, and did point out that we said it incorrectly, but we were pretty confident that it was 43, and it was not.
I mean, I considered saying episode 42 just so there was like, a record of each one being said still, but yeah.
Oh, on this episode, you mean? Yeah. Now that we got that straight.
What do we got?
This week, we're going to very quickly recap SmackDown and Raw. We'll try to run through it as quick as possible and then talk about our top of the pop, hottest of the heat, and get into some social news.
Let's do it.
All this in preparation for Elimination Chamber coming up this month.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get right into it. Friday Night SmackDown, February 6th.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
Let's go.
All right, we open the show. Drew McIntyre heading out to the ring to do a promo. Cody Rhodes attacks him.
Yeah, I called that.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Yep.
I do remember that as we were watching it. They kind of brawl, get separated. Cody Rhodes heads to the ring and does a heated promo about Drew and the Royal Rumble elimination. And kind of all that just ends with him staring at the WrestleMania sign.
Yeah, basically vowing that he's, gonna get.
Yeah, he's got to win Elimination Chamber.
Doesn't say it at that moment,
he's got
but
to qualify first. But
yeah, Nick Aldis makes that very clear later on. So yeah.
Next, we had the Women's Tag Team Championship. That was Rio, the Lovebirds, versus Kiana James and Julia, the people we don't know why they're there.
Yeah. It wasn't really hard to make this prediction.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think this was pretty obvious. So Rio retains the titles. Not much interesting there other than, I mean, I like Rio. So.
No, it was a pretty predictable way that they carry out the match too. Like I've noticed they're doing this a lot. Like Io gets a lot of ring time, and she's just getting, kind of held over to the one side, and Rhea's just waiting in the anticipation for Rhea builds and builds and builds. And
I do remember you pointing that out. Yeah.
So when she hits the ring, it's like just, pandemonium.
Excitement. Yeah. I will say out of the other two, Kiana James and Julia, I don't like Kiana James, but at least I feel something about her. Like at least that's something. Julia, I just have nothing. I have nothing there. There's nothing there.
I get it. I feel the same way. Kiana James, like sort of indifferent. Like doesn't even really get heel heat from me, but it's like, there's something there. But yeah, Julia.
Nothing. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. Next, we had United States Championship. So this was Carmelo Hayes versus The Miz. The Miz is replacing Ilya Dragunov as the challenger here.
Yeah, being sneaky.
Yeah. As The Miz is.
Yeah.
He's a sneaky fella.
The Miz is.
As The Miz is.
Yeah. He sure is.
A good match. Carmelo Hayes is a great wrestler, little wrestler, I say, because he is like a small stature guy, but he's built.
Yeah, he's shredded.
And he's a great wrestler. So.
Yeah,
I mean, quick. I just feel like he's one of these wrestlers that's just like very quick and nimble.
Yeah, he's got an arsenal too. Like there's a lot of things that he can do. It's not always the same, pony show. I really think that between him and Ilya Dragunov, they've done this belt proud. Really entertaining matches. These guys are just really, really good.
Yeah, you're really liking Ilya Dragunov.
I am. He's so intense.
Yeah, he is intense. Carmelo Hayes retains.
Naturally.
The Miz is not winning that.
No, he's really He's doing a lot of jobs for people these days.
Yeah.
The Miz, I can't even remember the last time The Miz won a match.
Yeah.
He's putting everybody over.
He's in there.
And I mean, I guess that's kind of how it goes, you know, at that
He's the
stage in your
Chelsea
career.
Green of the men's division, I feel like.
Yeah, I guess so.
Right? He is like, it's comedic relief a lot of the time.
Yeah. I'm trying to, I saw somebody, I think it might have been Charlotte Flair actually, talking about her favorite wrestlers. And The Miz was like top 3 for her.
Oh, that's cool.
Can't remember if it was Charlotte. Somebody prominent though, and I was like, wow, that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's come a long way.
Nice. Whoever said that about him, that's nice. Good for him. Next, we had an Elimination Chamber qualifier match for the Women's Elimination Chamber. This was Lash legend Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, again, this was kind of obvious. We were hopeful.
Yeah, so what we noticed was during this match, there was a lot of crowd pop for Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
Like, noticeably, out of the 3 ladies, Chelsea Green was getting the most pop from the crowd.
Yeah, I'm going to guess that has a lot to do with the Unreal episode.
Mhm.
If you saw our last podcast episode, we talked about Chelsea kind of getting dogged in that, one of the episodes in Unreal Season 2.
Yeah.
And it just kind of felt like she had something to prove, and the crowd was really, really pumping her up.
Right. And to your point about her having something to prove, she just really stepped up her wrestling. Like,
Yeah,
that's
it was good. She wrestled well. Yeah, we both made note of that, and to a point that we started to wonder, like, is this going to be the obvious finish with Tiffy on top, or are they going to shock everybody and give Chelsea the nod? But such was not the case.
We got some hope there that did not pan out. I mean, it makes perfect sense out of these 3 for Tiffany Stratton to win that, which she did with a prettiest moonsault. But we were kind of excited at the idea of Chelsea Green winning, as was the crowd, apparently.
We figured this was the natural move with Tiffy having just come back at Rumble, being runner-up in the Rumble. She wasn't just going to come in and lose.
Yeah.
Right?
Correct. Next, we had Kit Wilson versus Obafemi. Very quick match.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he just issues an open challenge to the back. I mean, this guy weighs like $190 or something.
Yeah. I like that his whole thing is like toxic masculinity, and he's doing all these thrusts, and I don't know. The whole thing's weird. But I like that. I mean, that's the whole gimmick. But the people they keep throwing at him are like the giants.
Well, he says, "I'm here to redefine masculinity," and funny enough, the guy that comes out, literally
the human portrait of masculinity.
It's like, holy crap!
Yeah.
This guy's just unreal. So I think it was probably a 12-second match.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. Kit Wilson did not stand a chance. Next, we had Drew McIntyre trying to finally give his promo, and Jacob Fatu attacks him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were saying, you mentioned the idea of this potentially leading to some sort of triple threat scenario. And,
I don't know if that's even possible, but
initially I thought, I don't see how you can do that, because they've got Fatu and Cody in a qualifier for the chamber.
Yeah.
So it seems like one of them will go on. I'm going to guess Cody. Spoiler. But, the way that they can mess around with story, I mean, they could kind of get it to go in whatever direction that makes a GM say, you know what? No.
Yeah.
We're making this a triple threat. We're throwing Cody in or Fatu, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Like, since Fatu came back, this has really been like a 3-way thing going on.
And we still don't know who attacked Fatu backstage. I maintain that it was
still
Cody
out there. Yeah. So I just think there's something that's going to tie this all together, because the 3 of them are still kind of like in the picture together. But we don't have a lot of explanation yet. So I think there's more to come on this for sure.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see where they go with it.
Yeah. Next we had Tama Tonga versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
I couldn't care about this match any less.
No, I have not much to say about it.
I'm sorry. I mean, if you're a big Shinsuke fan, more power to you. But I cannot understand the appeal to this guy at all. I don't get it at all.
He's odd. His dancing. Remember, we were like, "Oh, he's dancing." Is he dancing?
I'm sorry. It's not for me. I don't mind a gimmick. I'm cool with Oba's.
That one's cool though. Yeah.
I can even. Well, I'm a little over it now, but I was down with yeeting. I'm fine with the yeet, but no, I'm not good with this.
It's just peculiar. That's all. But it does seem to be a very, I was gonna say it seems to be from the Japanese wrestlers, some of these different gimmicks, but I don't think that's actually fair because I don't think Io Sky really has anything like that.
Well, he does kind of move around all weird and stuff, but when you're the best wrestler in the world, you can do different things, and that's fine.
I don't find it as strange. Asuka and Shinsuke.
Sorry, Shinsuke, you're not as cute as Io Sky. You can't get away with things the same way.
Yeah, that's true. The only thing that I had to say about this was there was MFT interference.
Shocker.
And Tama Tonga wins with a dirty finish, but it was like Tama Tonga wins with a dirty finish. And Double Entendre dirty finish because his makeup was everywhere.
Yeah, it was very dirty.
His white makeup was like all over Shinsuke's arms and chest, and
yeah, it was weird,
messy.
And they try, the chest thing because it's supposed to be a headbutt he's delivering, but you can see he's not headbutting. I mean,
the makeup's on his chest. I mean,
come on.
Pretty silly
stuff.
Okay, next we had Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Jade Cargill and Jordynne Grace. Not what it was, it wasn't supposed to end up this way. This was a surprise match because Liv comes out addressing her Royal Rumble win, talking about what decision she's going to make for WrestleMania. We don't get that decision yet. There's some tension teased between Liv and Raquel. They both kind of go to be like, I'm going to say something. No, I'm going to say something. But before they can, Jade Cargill comes out.
Yeah.
So she comes out and then Jordynne Grace comes out. They're all kind of in a shouting match, and then a match gets announced for them, a tag team match for that night.
Yeah. I mean, Raquel and Liv were going to talk about the fact that Liv came down during her match. Still haven't talked about that. I mean, this whole thing for me was a little bit strange because, I mean, you might disagree, but I mean, Liv's not picking Jade. So why are you even going to pretend?
Yeah, we're pretty steadfast in that thought that there's no way she's going to pick Jade. It's got to be Stephanie Vaquer. But
she's a draw, and it was a nice treat for the SmackDown audience to have Liv.
Sure.
So I figure, that's what that's all about. It just kind of drags things out a little bit more for them and gave them a bit of time to pursue this thing going on with Jordynne and Jade.
Yeah, and it was a fun match. Having the two powerhouses. I specifically remember at one point Jordynne Grace picks Liv Morgan up and throws her, and both you and I were like, "Whoa!" Like, sorry if that was loud, guys. I forgot I'm mic'd. But it was crazy. Like, threw her across the ring, and we were like, "Holy crap."
Yeah. It's well, when you get these powerhouse gals in there, it's you get to see some fun stuff like
Tossed her like a rag doll.
Mm-hmm.
Jordynne Grace and Jade Cargill win that match.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. I think Jordynne knocked Jade out of the ring and kind of like.
Yeah, not with teamwork did they win.
Yeah, and she took the pin, but Jade looked happy about it in the end. I think she was happy that they got the victory.
I don't know if it was happy or they were just. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Lastly, sorry, I forgot where I was there. Lastly, on SmackDown, we had an Elimination Chamber qualifier for the men's Elimination Chamber. That was Randy Orton, Aleister Black, Solo Sikoa. So
yeah, this was kind of a fun little match.
A pretty straight match too. There's not really any alliances.
Yeah, and it ended in a really kind of cheeky way. Randy's always pulling off an RKO in different, really funny ways.
And he's always getting me.
Yeah.
I'm always devastated. I always think he's injured.
He's a good seller.
Yeah.
For sure. You buy it.
I do.
Every time.
Yeah. I wasn't so sold on it this time, though. And you were. He's like faking a back injury, and you're like, oh, he's hurt. He's hurt. And it was a fake out the whole time.
Yeah, so it looks like basically Solo's just waiting for him to turn around to get him with the Samoan spike.
Yeah.
And Brandy, without even turning around, just grabs him, hits him with the RKO. Yeah. It was awesome.
Good job, Randy Orton.
Very cool. Yeah, so the first one in the chamber.
Yeah. Randy Orton. And that was it for SmackDown.
Yeah.
We'll move into Monday Night Raw, February 9th, just a couple days ago. So we open the show with Becky Lynch. Actually, technically the show opens up showing at the very beginning, the little intros that shows CM Punk and AJ Lee walking in for the show, and Becky's walking behind them and looks up and notices AJ Lee, and she just loses her mind.
Yeah.
So anyways, she's out there and AJ Lee interrupts her and comes out, does her little skip down the aisle.
We've talked a lot about how happy we are with Becky's heel turn.
She's manic.
She's off the rails. Like, she's like just full blown manic, like psycho clown crazy.
Especially in this promo. We were like, things are wild.
Oh my God. Like, man. And yeah, AJ Lee was just like, you are losing your mind. Yeah. It was great.
Yeah. So it's like, Becky's like, what does it take to get rid of you? What do I have to do? Like, do you want to have a one-on-one match? Let's have a one-on-one match. And then AJ Lee kind of manipulates her into making that for the title.
Yeah, for her title at
Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, in Chicago, which is her home. I don't know if that's where she's from, but that's where she lives
Lee's
now.
Current hometown.
Yeah. So that's cool. Advantage AJ.
Yeah.
I would think.
So Becky Lynch does get convinced to accept that challenge and storms off.
Gotta say, though, if they give that win to AJ, that's 3 times they're going to put her over on Becky. That seems a bit excessive. I don't love that.
I don't know. I don't like AJ Lee, so. And that's the unpopular opinion. All my opinions are the unpopular opinions.
Yeah, I feel that. Me too. But
everyone loves her. I'm not
a fan either. Don't like the skipping.
I like, at one point, like Becky says to her, she's like, I see what you're doing. I see what you do. You make everyone think you're so cute. And I'm like, I feel that way.
Yeah.
She is doing that. So maybe I'm the lunatic.
I'm there with you. I'm not a fan. I don't like the skip. Her submission move that she's won on Becky with twice now is ridiculous.
Black Widow, is that what it is? Something to do with a spider.
It's absurd. There's like, just look at it. It doesn't look like she's being stretched in any uncomfortable way at all. She's completely fine, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's how we feel about that.
Yeah. So that was a bit of a passionate opinion expressed there. Yeah.
Okay. Next, we have the World Tag Team Championship, the Usos versus the Alpha Academy, friends against friends. I don't think there was any world where Alpha Academy, anyone would have thought Alpha Academy would have won this. Sorry. But it is fun. Tozawa and Otis are fun in the ring. There was a lot of spots where it was like the Usos just like teaming up against Otis because he's a giant.
Yeah. He's huge.
Oh, and wasn't there a time you pointed out that Tozawa was like, run it back?
Oh, yeah. He's really funny. Like, this is 2 matches in a row where I was like kind of impressed with them. Like, Tozawa specifically, he's a really good little wrestler. But yeah, he did like these 2 suicide dive things on each of them. So like 4 in total. But before the 4th one where he hit Jimmy for the 2nd time, he just kind of stopped and hit it. And it was really just perfect timing. The crowd loved it.
Cute.
And yeah, I mean, it was kind of just a buddy moment for these guys. They're all hugging in the ring afterwards. So another one that I could just really do without.
It was just for funsies. And the Usos retain. Next, Liv Morgan comes out with Dirty Dom Mysterio.
Yeah.
She declares herself the greatest Royal Rumble winner of all time, as she did on SmackDown as well.
Yeah. Every time there's a camera on her.
Yeah, exactly. And Dom Mysterio, the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time.
Yep.
They come out. As they're out there, Stephanie Vaquer interrupts. This was a pretty funny promo, and we were just talking about it, and you kind of complimented Stephanie Vaquer. She's not always great on the mic because of the language barrier, but she had a few good moments here.
This was good, and like this could work, and I'm going to assume that they felt that and will kind of do a little more with this because this can really help her in a time where I think she does need this. But this concept of having Dom there as like a translator, I thought that was really funny. You know, he's like, I don't want to tell you what she said. What did she say? What did she say? Then what did you say? What did you say? And you know, with her just kind of stepping in and going, he said he's a little bitch. It just was like a mic drop moment kind of thing for her.
Great, yeah.
And yeah, just sort of for the first time, sort of took that language barrier and made it something that was a strength of hers in that moment.
In her favor for sure, yeah.
And she came across very confident, where that doesn't happen when she's trying to pull off a promo in English.
Yeah.
And, you know, she got the better of this against, you know, Liv obviously really helped her in the way that she behaved with it, and Dom as well. Like, good for them.
Yeah.
They really set her up for a win with this. I thought this whole thing was really well done.
Yeah, this is the way it's gotta go for WrestleMania, I feel. For Liv's choice. It ends with Stephanie Vaquer slapping Dom across the face, which is always great too.
Yeah. Man, he gets hit by the women a lot.
He gets slapped a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. Next we had an Elimination Chamber qualifier for the Women's Elimination Chamber. Rhea Ripley, Lyra Valkyria, Ivy Nile. Not a great match.
Oh, man.
Also, I would just want to say Ivy Nile before we get into it. I keep saying this. Ivy Nile looks so much cooler with her braids and tougher. She looked like an MMA fighter. She looked just like a little pit bull. And she looks like she's trying to look like a Barbie doll. And I'm like, don't be like everybody else. Like, she had more like Natty's going the opposite way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And Ivy Nile's going back. And anyways, I didn't like it.
With that said, though, I feel like they, you know, sort of surprisingly gave her a lot of moments to shine in this match. Like, they really gave her a lot in this match. And I wouldn't have guessed that they would have done it like that. So good on them. What I have to say, though, is this match was a friggin' train wreck. Like, it was brutal. The timing was terrible. And I gotta say, I think it's the Lyra factor right now. And I don't know if this is just like she's in her head or what, but if you watch Unreal Season 2, you'll see like she'll walk you through SummerSlam and what just a total debacle that was. And yeah, I mean, maybe it's got me paying more attention than I used to when it comes to her, but right now, I just feel so much is falling flat. And this match in particular, you go back and watch this, it is just full of mistakes. And I'm afraid, and I do mean afraid, because I did like Lyra. I felt like there was definitely something there. Felt like there needed to be more with her character, but I liked her in-ring ability. Lately, I just feel like her in-ring ability has fallen very flat. And I'm worried that they're going to potentially start to phase her out of storylines because it's just not worth the risk.
Yeah, I think there's something there to what you said about her maybe being too much in her head. I feel like she seems like that type of person. And honestly, she seems like a really nice person, maybe too nice. And it breaks my heart a little bit that she's not
she's a doll,
more successful.
And yeah, I mean, that's why I say I'm worried, but yeah, I'll be very surprised if, you know, she continues on in the same capacity.
Yeah. Agreed. Bit of a bummer. Rhea Ripley does get a riptide on Lyra Valkyria to secure her win, and she wins and qualifies for Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, another one that I think you just kind of knew was gonna swing that way.
Those three for sure. Out of those three, it's Rhea Ripley all the way. Next we had there's supposed to be a CM Punk interview happening, but Finn Balor comes out demanding a title rematch. They end up pushing Adam Pearce into approving the match for Elimination Chamber in Chicago, and this calls into question why CM Punk would be okay with that, putting his title on the line leading up to WrestleMania with Roman Reigns. And he just says he's vowed to be a fighting champion, and if someone wants to fight him, he's going to put the title on the line and put it up for grabs.
It's a whole bunch of crazy is what it is. I agree with Adam Pearce. I think I've said this before in other circumstances. It's when you've got something that's already planned and important like that, you need to protect it. And I think going out and having this match and putting themselves at risk, I think is just a bit ridiculous. It's like when they have a match, the SmackDown before a PLE, like an impromptu match. And I'm just like, why? Like, you have zero time to plan around that if someone gets hurt.
Yeah.
You know, and in this circumstance, sure, you've got time to plan around it if Punk gets hurt, but
do you want to? It's already been announced.
Yeah, like you don't want to do that. Everybody's losing their minds over this, and like they're so lucky that people are losing their minds. All they had to do was just put them in a ring together. No story, no build up. It's just like, hey guys, you want this? Yeah,
yeah.
Like, you know, like it was handed to them on a platter. Like for them to risk it like this is a bit silly. So I don't know how they're going to play that out. It's got to obviously be safe as hell.
Yeah. Next we had Maxine Dupree versus Natalya. So this obviously stemming out of the betrayal of Natty against Maxine Dupree. But this match never really gets going because Natalya attacks Maxine Dupree before the bell can even ring and beats the living stuff out of her.
Beats the living stuff right out of her. Yeah.
I'm not really a swearer.
Barely any stuff left.
Beats the stuffing out of her. Yeah. And gets a sharpshooter on her on the announce table. So Maxine Dupree's just laid out. AJ Lee comes out to try to kind of help her escape, obviously because of their little short-term history. Comes out to help her, and before they can get away, Becky Lynch attacks AJ Lee.
Yep.
Yeah.
With
no contest.
A devastating push into a ringside pole.
Yeah.
You know, which normally phases them for about 8 to 10 seconds, but in this circumstance was an incapacitating.
Well, you got your big moments, you know.
Yeah, just took her out. It's crazy.
Sometimes
this was cool.
Different.
This whole thing. So for me, I've talked about this at length now, but being the Canuck that I am, big Natty fan. I am. I just, the lineage, all of that. I dig it, and I am here for this change of character. I felt like it was maybe a little bit intense, if I'm being honest. Like it was a little bit too much of like.
That's the point of it, though.
I mean, I'm all about the physicality and what happened in that respect, and the attack and the brutality that ensued, but just that kind of like staring with her teeth clenched, like I felt like it was a little over the top. But if this is gonna work, and I do mean if, I'm not convinced that the crowd's gonna eat this up yet. But if it's gonna work, they need to make it a little bit over the top, kind of like Becky, right?
Yeah.
Just like, we're gonna stuff this down your throat until you buy it, and if that's what they got to do with Natty to pull this off, then I'm here for it.
That proved fruitful with Becky, right? So we could get the same thing, because even the Becky thing, everybody was unsure of in the beginning, and now, I mean, I think it's great.
They talk about that in Unreal Season 2. Like in the beginning, they're like, when she turned on Lyra and was just hitting her with the manhandle slams, they're like, do it again.
Yeah, and they're like, it's not what you want.
She's like, damn it. We'll get him.
Yeah.
That was great.
Where are we here? Yeah, so that's no contest. Next we had Javon Evans and the original El Grande Americano versus Bravo and Rio, the lackeys of the new El Grande Americano. This whole situation is getting very confusing to me.
Is it?
Yeah.
It couldn't be more clear.
There's too many Americanos.
No. Well, you've got your Tyler Bate.
Yeah.
Your Pete Dunne. Your Kaiser. Ludwig.
Yeah, maybe. Sometimes.
And then you've got your
sometimes
OG.
it's Kaiser and sometimes it's not,
Yeah,
folks.
sometimes it's not Kaiser. You are right about that.
Yeah.
But then we've got the OG Chad Gable, El Grande. And it is Chad Gable. He's just got some facial hair. We know. We see the tattoo and that build and height. I mean, it's unmistakable. Come on. We know it's him. And for the first time, I'm happy that he's there.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And I don't remember people's moves, but I know people were saying that a lot of the new El Grande's moves in the ring were reminiscent of Chad Gable.
The new or the...
sorry, the old.
Yeah.
Original.
Yeah,
this is my point.
German suplex.
This is my point. You don't know which one I'm talking about. I don't know which one I'm talking about. Anyways, yes.
Yes.
We figured it out.
Yeah, we got him.
So anyway, yeah, obviously this is just like getting this feud going between Ridge and New Americanos. And they threw Javon Evans in there for fun.
Yeah, you know.
And they won. Evans and original Americano.
Javon is kind of like right away turning me around.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He's growing on you already?
Yeah. I know, it's so fast. I didn't like him like last week. But like he did a few things where I'm like, my God, this guy, like I know the bouncy thing sort of bugs me, but
he's very tall and thin. He's like a spaghetti.
He weighs 190 pounds. I think they said 195. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't know.
Anyways, he did this move where he just like from a standing position just launched himself over the top rope onto the ground. It was like he didn't even like climb a rope or anything. He just leapt over by himself. Anyways, the guy's got a lot of physical ability. He's going to be entertaining to watch. I'm never going to really get into the character.
Okay, next. We had an Elimination Chamber qualifier for the men's Elimination Chamber. This was last on Raw main event. LA Knight versus Penta versus Austin Theory.
Well, this one did it.
Yeah.
This pretty much laid to rest my theory.
Yeah.
Theory.
Your Austin Theory.
Yeah. So those who have been following the saga of my Austin Theory, I was pretty sure that due to the timing of it all and the fact that Austin Theory's using this Seth Rollins head stomp, I thought that he was a mole. I thought he was a plant sent by Seth Rollins to go and sort of, do what moles do and infiltrate the Vision in his absence and all
do
of
what
this.
moles do.
Report back, that kind of stuff. So anyways, my prediction with Rumble was that he was going to help eliminate Bron Breakker. That clearly didn't happen. But I still held out the theory that he was working for Seth Rollins. Well, that seems to be out the window because during this match, which was a decent match that was going on, but because it was a triple threat, there's no disqualification and the Vision gets involved. A whole bunch of crazy stuff is happening. Eventually Adam Pearce comes out, says, get the hell out of here.
He does kick them out, yeah.
After LA Knight is tsunami'd in the ring and, laid out pretty good. But while this is all happening and the Vision of being escorted out, Penta and Austin Theory are on the outside of the ring. Theory throws Penta over the announce desk, but then Masked Man, who I thought was Austin Theory still, clearly not Austin Theory, comes out and stomps Austin Theory's head into the ground, throws him back into the ring, allowing LA Knight to drop a BFT and qualify for Chamber.
Yeah. Yeah. So first of all, we have LA Knight.
Yeah.
In the Elimination Chamber. Now, this calls into question, who is Mystery Attacker? Is it Seth Rollins? Everybody knows Seth Rollins is injured right now. So I just don't know how they would explain that he was fit to come in and attack everybody. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but a lot of people feel like it looks like it was Seth Rollins. He carries himself like Seth Rollins. Storyline makes sense for it to be Seth Rollins. I don't know. I'm not so convinced yet.
Why would Seth have to hide?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not against that. Maybe as a part of your theory, it could be somebody working for Seth Rollins.
I mean, there were people that thought maybe Logan Paul too, because he joined after the Seth attack and whatnot, and that's out the window too, because Logan Paul was there last night and he went chasing after the guy.
Yeah, exactly. He's been there when Mystery Attacker.
We're just gonna have to stay tuned, you know?
I don't know. It's safe to say it's nobody in the vision currently.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I would think so.
We don't know, but LA Knight's in Elimination Chamber.
Yeah. Yeah, good for him.
Little recap on the Elimination Chamber cards so far. We have CM Punk versus Finn Balor. We have Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee. Then in the men's chamber match, we have Randy Orton and LA Knight, still waiting on 4 names. And on the women's chamber match, we have Tiffany Stratton and Rhea Ripley, still waiting on 4 names.
Shaping up.
Yeah. Shaping.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Cool.
So we can move into our first segment if you'd like.
Well, why don't we?
Let's do it.
Okay. Top of the pop.
Top of the pop.
I mean, it's not anything that we're stoked about, but I'm gonna guess we're on the same page here. AJ Lee for me.
Yeah.
Yep. Seemed to get the biggest one in a week that wasn't full of, extreme pops. She seemed to get what I thought was the biggest for
yeah, CM Punk always gets a big pop. Yeah. And he was there, but we did give it to him last week, and he is a big contender for this right now. But I do think AJ Lee, as she hasn't been on in a while, got the most excitement.
They should do that thing that they do at like football games where they like measure the decibels.
Ooh, yeah.
Of the cheers, then we'd know.
Yeah. Then we'd know
do
for
the
sure.
work for us.
Yeah. Yeah. Right? Show your work.
That's it.
Yeah. Show the math.
Come on.
I like that. Right.
Shall we?
Let's do it.
You suck.
Hottest of the heat.
Hottest of the heat.
Wow.
Extended
cut. I mean, you get me every time. It's wonderful.
Okay, so we had some notable mentions. I'm recalling this now. Dom Mysterio.
Yeah, definitely.
Notable mention.
Little bit of vision heat.
Becky Lynch.
Yeah. Becky gets considerable heat. I don't think she was the hottest. I think.
Oh, Kit Wilson was on my list too. I mean, he definitely wasn't hottest of the heat, but he did get some heat.
He gets a bunch of like people chant his name with that song of his now too, like Kit Wilson. So I mean, I acknowledge that as some pop.
I know who my number 1 is.
Yeah, I think I know who your number 1 is.
Drew
the
McIntyre.
Scottish Warrior.
Yeah, Drew.
Yeah.
Drew. Yeah, I'm giving it to him. He is getting a lot of heat right now. He's a great heel champion.
Yeah, he's the heel you can't even really hate though, right? Like, yeah. He's so great. But yeah, I'll give it to Drew. He doesn't really pick up a ton of awards from us. So
no, the crowd is giving him the heat, so I'm in for that.
I'll give you that. Congrats, folks. Well, shall we?
Yeah,
segment number 3.
Let's do it.
The social. Social. You got your moves on again.
I know. I adjusted my mic.
You were moving. Did you always do that?
Yeah, always.
Oh, man.
Usually I was holding my mic, right? So I would swing it around while I...
Oh, that's cool.
You never noticed.
I got to go back and watch.
You're too focused on your singing.
I'm very nervous, right? It's live performance. I'm just very in my head.
I always used to do it until we got these new mic stands, and then I stopped because I couldn't get it coordinated properly.
I love that. Yeah, no, I really took it all in there. I was like, man, this is great.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was noticed.
Yeah. I'm sure everyone else noticed.
I don't know. No one's commented on it before. So.
Oh, that's too bad.
If you like it, comment.
You should. Show Lishi some love.
Yeah. So the social, here are my things. Oh, first of all, Bron Breakker. That was first on my list. Bron Breakker
is broken.
Bron Breakker's broken.
Yeah.
We broke him. He's broken.
Bron broken.
Underwent surgery last week to repair a hernia. The injury occurred while he was flipping over the announce table during the opening segment on Monday Night Raw. I'm reading this. Was that true? I thought you said it was during training when you first told me about this.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the story they're giving. Maybe he did do it during the announce desk thing. I have no idea.
Oh, so it says here the hernia was an ongoing issue prior to this episode, but I guess it got worse during that. So I don't know. That's the story that's out there. It didn't affect his Royal Rumble booking. He got quickly eliminated out of the Royal Rumble, so didn't really need to wrestle there. And he's expected to miss a bit of time while recovering. Now, I did read another article that says he is expected to be back in fighting shape by WrestleMania. So,
wow.
Yeah, I don't know for sure. This is all speculation, right? I mean, these are not released by WWE. They're third-party journalists, so I don't really know for sure. But having this happen to Bron Breakker really screwed up the vision. I mean, they lost Seth Rollins, taken over and led by Bron Breakker. Now we've lost Bron Breakker. Like, what are they going to do with this?
I don't know, but they haven't really said much about Brock Lesnar. So maybe at least that gives Paul Heyman some time to maybe move over there.
Yeah.
Who knows? I would think that they should be putting some time into him. He just got back as well. And I mean, how much time is left in his career? Like, they should be building up some stuff around him.
They should be. He should be more prominent already. I was under the impression that he was supposed to be taking a more prominent role, like less part-time work and more regular throughout this year.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah.
So I don't know, but that doesn't seem to be happening yet. Anyway,
it doesn't.
No, but they might have to. Might be pushed. Okay, next, WWE World. WWE has released. Oh no!
Talk to me.
I'm just gonna start over.
Tell me about WWE World.
They released someone that's going to be a part of it. I think he's a part of it every year. Stone Cold Steve Austin is going to be there.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, super cool. We're going to WWE World. I don't know what day. It says Saturday and Sunday, I think.
Oh,
photo ops and autograph signings on April 18th and 19th.
Wonder if it'll be a big line.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be. Yeah. So that, I mean, I talked about this in some TikTok videos that we made, but WWE World, you have to be able to get the pre-sale tickets for photo ops and meet and greets. You need to buy your WWE World tickets by February 23rd. And then you get the pre-sale code for the photo ops and meet and greets and stuff. So if you want to meet anybody there, that's what you got to do. And we plan to do that.
We'll be going.
Yeah.
Yep. There's a whole bunch on the first day we get there. Actually, it's going to be a busy first day.
Yeah. We're hoping they release some times of when they're going to be there, because specifically, I think, what did we say? Like, Tiffany Stratton is on the Thursday. We arrive in Vegas on the Thursday. So we're a little worried about meeting some of the people that we wanted to meet.
Yeah, we're hopeful that it's kind of mid to late afternoon that we get in there. But here's hoping.
We will see. Okay. Do you know who Martin Stone / Danny Burch is?
No.
Okay. Well, I mean, this article I found interesting, but I did not know who that is. And apparently he's a former wrestler. Um, but he was just giving an opinion based on, so Triple H just has been getting a lot of criticism from the fans. People really liked it when he was able to stabilize WWE after Vince McMahon left, but now he's getting like just a lot of heat from everybody all the time, thinking that he's not doing a good enough job. And this person, Danny Burch, and I'm sorry if he's a big deal and I don't know who he was, but he was on the Masters of Wrestling podcast and he was talking about how secure Triple H's position really is. He's not actually on the corporate board, so he has less formal power than board members like The Rock. And I guess this Danny Burch guy was suggesting that possibly The Rock could take over or at least put somebody in his place like longtime creative partner Brian Gerwertz. So I don't really know about any of that, but I hope that they don't take away Triple H because I don't think that I think we've talked about it a lot that okay, there's a lot to unpack here, but wrestling is a moving target, and I think he's doing as well a job. I mean, what do you think? Do you think that? From my perspective, but I'm not a long-time watcher, so I think he's doing a good job.
I think that wrestling fans critique it regardless.
Yeah.
I think it's just one of those things where like it doesn't really matter who's at the wheel. They're going to find reasons to be upset with the things that they're upset with, and they're going to like the things that they like. And clearly there are both on the table for all of these people. You wouldn't friggin' watch it otherwise. Like,
Yeah.
don't say that there's nothing you like. There is plenty. I think the really big thing here is like Triple H's job isn't one that a whole lot of people want. Okay?
And The Rock's not taking over.
God, no. That's hilarious to me. Anybody that thinks The Rock's got any time for that crap is out to lunch. Okay? Like, again, this is not a job that everyone would be jumping at trying to get. It's literally nonstop. They're nonstop and doesn't come with a ton of appreciation, clearly. Yeah, pretty thankless job and just no sleep, stress all the time. Like who's trying to take this job from him? And honestly, out of the list of people that do want the job, who's going to do a better one? I mean, he's got a lifetime in wrestling and, you know, I don't know. I just think people are going to complain. It's what they do.
Yeah. So, and a point that they said, you know, that all of the criticism for Triple H was coming out of one thing that they were hinging it on was the WrestleMania ticket sales, which was something you brought up tonight. Apparently, it's not going so great so far.
So what? Like if they sold out though, all and he made all the same decisions, but WrestleMania sold out,
suddenly
he'd be great, right? Because that it's going to happen. It will sell out
for sure.
It just hasn't yet, right? So as of now, he sucks.
Yeah. And I'm not I think it's ridiculous to begin with. What I more wanted to touch on was just to bring that up itself, because you and I had a good discussion about this earlier and about their choice to have it in Vegas. So I don't know if Triple H was part of that decision making, but I don't think it was the best choice to have it in Vegas 2 years in a row. We were talking about this earlier, and it's like, you know, let's say you had 50% of the people that bought tickets coming from out of town and 50% were locals or people at least within driving distance to Las Vegas, okay? None of those people are likely, unless they're rich people, they're not likely to travel again to get to Vegas. They're going to wait until it's in a different city.
Yeah, we were just there last year.
Yeah. Why would we go back again? No. For the most part. Some people will, but a lot of people won't do that.
Yeah.
And second of all, if they're locals within driving distance, they may just kind of be like, nah, I'm not going to go again. I went last year, you know? Like, I just don't think that it was a smart decision to go to the exact same market again 2 years in a row.
Agreed. No, I think that there are tons of reasons why it would lend itself to not being as good as the year before.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's so easy to make that comparison when you go year to year. Like, why would you even roll the dice like that? No pun intended, Vegas.
Mm-hmm. Roll the dice.
You know, like, I don't know. It's going to look really bad if they can't achieve the same numbers. And, you know, to set yourself up for that potential fall was just silly. You have any number of cities, and the one that you announced you were going to, New Orleans, would have been just fine. We were going to go to New Orleans.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. I mean,
that would have been great. That would have been a much better choice.
Yeah, I think, you know, and go back to Vegas in 5 years or whatever, right? It's even if it's not as good as it was 5 years prior, at least it's not back to back, and you can, you know, blame that on any number of things. But, you know, if it's not as good literally the next year, well, then it just says, like, you shouldn't have done this.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah. I agree with that. And lastly, Logan Paul on Impulsive, he had the Bella twins on. And there was just this funny little clip that I saw that he puts on one of the most recent videos on the Impulsive Instagram page or TikTok. And he's trying to explain his daughter's name. And he's like, it's Esme, or sorry, I'm going to say it wrong. It's Esme. And he's like, it's like the letter S in the month of May. And one of the Bellas goes, Esme. And the other one goes, Esme. And he says, no, Esme with a soft S. And he's like the letter in the month. And one of them goes, what do you mean the letter in the month? And he shouts, like the letter S in the month of May. And one of them's like, there's no S in the month of May, right? And then the other one goes, I'm so confused. And he's like, you can't be confused. And he's getting so angry. It's just so funny.
I need to go and watch this.
Yeah. And then he tries to explain it to them again. He's like, the letter S and the month of May. And one's like, oh, it's in French? And then whoever, like Logan Paul's assistant, is like, well, now we're getting somewhere. And it's just the whole exchange is hilarious. And I was like, oh, no.
That's no good.
Oh, honey. The poor Bellas.
That's rough.
Yeah.
You get that secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah. Anyways, if you go watch it yourself, it's probably better than my retelling of it, but it was pretty funny.
But even better yet, you could just go back and watch one of our other 42 episodes of our podcast.
You should.
You know,
tell them where they can.
That's a great way to spend your time. You can listen to the audio versions on Apple Music, Amazon Music, Audible, and Spotify. And obviously, you can check out our video version right here on YouTube.
That's right. And if you want to check out any of our social media, we post shorts from our podcast as well as other shorts from our life surrounded by WWE. You can find us at Pop and Heat, at POP and HEAT. And we're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X/Twitter. That's all of them.
All the things.
Yeah. Find us everywhere.
Yeah.
At Pop and Heat. Other than that, that's it. We're done.
That's it. That's all we got for you this week.
Yeah. So we'll touch base with you next week and see if there is, as there will be, more developing in the way of Elimination Chamber stuffs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Road to WrestleMania, baby.
Road to WrestleMania. We're on the Yellow Brick Road.
So, okay, here we go. On that note, we'll see you next week, guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.
You and that Yellow Brick Road.